Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another Quiet Storm. Did I say Quiet Storm? My bad. That's my other channel. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Accepting the Truth, Part 2. Now, I'm your host, the infamous D Gutter, the entertainer. Now, by you choosing red, you choose accepting the truth. Pardon me about that mistake on that intro. We have three platforms, people, just let you know. For the people in the TikTok community just now watching my videos. I have three platforms. The first one is the Quastum Curtis. That's our big platform. The second one, which I'm on, the infamous D Gutter Entertainer, Quastum Channel 2. And the third one is Truth Exposed. So pardon me for making that early mistake. Again, welcome to the Quastum Channel 2. I'm your host, the infamous D Gutter, the entertainer. And the title of this video is Accepting the Truth, Part 2. By you choosing red, you chose the truth. How you doing, Jeanette? Early this morning, it wasn't early, but you can say roughly around about 10 or 11, I did a show, right? And I was saying to the people in the live stream, if the show turned out, the results show turned out real good, I'm gonna do a part 2. And right now, I'm gonna do part 2 regardless. I had to do a part 2 regardless. So, besides waiting for the results, I like to grind. I like to work hard at my craft. I like to continue bring content as a YouTube content creator. Oh yeah, Jeanette. Yeah. Pretty much, I was dressed in. I was pretty much for those who accept red, they accept the truth. And I did a show this morning, and which I do got two people responded, which I got Mr. Beast. He responded on the comment section, and I got the Trap Town. He responded in the comment section as well. Now, continue. This is continue. This is part 2. Now, like I said before, I call myself a native Black American. Now, like I said before, no disrespecting my ancestors, but by you putting African, you pretty much you denying yourself resource by you putting a foreign name. Like I said before, I'm not knocking or discrediting my ancestors. I know I came from Africa, but I was born here in the United States of America. And as a Black citizen, as a Black American native citizen, I'm entitled to resource, which my ancestors helped build this country. Now, I don't call myself African American anymore. By me putting that foreign name, it's like I'm depriving myself for American resource. It's like I discredit my ancestors for building this country. So I call myself a Black Native American. So I have access to the resource. Now, most people say, what is resource? Resource is education, housing, employment, which include business loan. So therefore, you could be an entrepreneur. Now, like I said before, us Black men, that's very old trick they have been pulling for years, not to call you Native American. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's the oldest trick in the book, not to call us Native American. Now, most people say in order to be a Native American, you have to be a native. To me, I disagree. If you got generations that born here in the United States of America, you is a native. Because we are foreigners. We all foreigners for different places of land around the world. But if you're born here in American soil, you is a native. So I call myself a Black American native, which by me saying that, so therefore I'm entitled to resource, which is education, right? Employment and housing to live any parts of the 50 states. It's like I acknowledge my ancestors for building this country. That's why I'm gonna correctify myself. I don't call myself African American no more. By me calling myself African American, I'm pretty much denying myself for resource. Like I said before, I'm not discrediting my ancestors. I know I'm from Africa, but I was born here in the United States of America. My ancestors that was born over here was born in America. So that makes me a native Black American. Now, since I got that out the way, Black men, this message to Black men. We have to come together with different races of men and stay on one agenda. So therefore, when the president do get elected for office, he could cater to our needs instead of saying he's everybody president. Like I said, you chose red. By you choosing red, pardon me, if I could find it. By you choosing red, you chose the truth, right? We only 13% of the population. And 13% of the population cannot make a change. That's why it's very important for us Black men to emerge with other different races of men, stay on one agenda, so when we do elect the next president in office, he could cater to our interests and saying that he's everybody president. I agree calling yourself African American and not Native American is a trick. Yeah, you're right, Vicky. You're right, Vicky. It is a trick by you calling, but I'm gonna put too much focus on that. I want to put too much focus on that because I'm speaking red as we speak. I'm speaking red for those who want to know the truth and for those who want to accept the truth. I speak in red. And I won't put too much emphasis on that. Now, so therefore we had to able to collaborate with different races of men, stay on one agenda, so when the president do get elected in office, he could say he pretty much he could cater to our interests instead of saying he's everybody president. So it's very important for us to collaborate with different races of men. And I blame that on single parenthood. Single parenthood have destroyed the Black community by tricking our young women, by tricking them, by telling them that they don't need a man, which they do need a man, because that child needs two parents. He needs two parents, not one parent, he needs two parents. And the reason why I say two parents, like I said before, y'all chose red, so I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. You know the reason why most young people, I talk about in the male perspective, us men. Most Black people don't know that Donald Trump don't really need Black voters. Yeah, you're right. You're right, because we only 13%. You're right, you're absolutely right. But getting back to what I'm saying. Now, you know, the reason why I say it's important for the man to be part of that child life, and you know the reason why today men don't respect each other, we're quick to fight each other, we're quick to fight each other over opinion, because we don't have no fathers, the lack of fathers, because the Planned Parenthood have destroyed the Black community. Destroyed. And since young Black boys don't see no value in themselves, it's easy for them to attack themselves. It's easy to fight themselves because they don't see no value within themselves, because that Planned Parenthood have destroyed the Black community. Now, if that child have a positive male model or father in his life, he know his value as a man. He won't be too quickly to fire another man based on his opinion. He won't be too quickly. And he pretty much accept, and pretty much he value himself. He respect himself. This is very important. Very important why the father should be in that child life. And also for our young ladies out there that pretty much choosing the wrong man in their lives. The reason why, because of lack of fathers. They have no fathers in their lives. They think of manhood is based on being violent and being aggressive. But if she have a father in her life, she already know what's a man role supposed to be. Come on, people. This is the truth I'm speaking now. Let's see if I can find it. By you choosing red, you're choosing the truth. And she see what the responsibility of a man to be the provider, to be the protector, not to undermine her man. Work with her man. But this Planned Parenthood pretty much destroying the black community, having our young women thinking that they don't need a man, that when these children grows up, they be a terror. A terror. What I mean by a terror, I mean, for example, they have no sense of values. They don't. They have no sense of values, no sense of structure, because it's been raised up in a Planned Parenthood. By him and her having a father in their life, it creates balance. They're able to make decisions clearly. Our young women out there know the role of a young man supposed to be, not violent and aggressive. Our young boys know they value as a man, so don't be too quickly to fight a man on an opinion, because they know they value as a man. So it's very important for the man to be in that child life. That's what the reason why our young black man today is not participating in politics. Because like I said before, y'all chose red. That's what y'all chose. Y'all chose red. And if you think your vote doesn't count, and when that new president gets in office and stop signing bills that could be could affect your life, pardon me, I'm gonna try not to mispronounce anything, that could be detrimental to the way you live, don't even complain because you haven't voted. And the reason why our young black Planned Parenthood destroy communities and separate property. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Jeanette. And yes, it does too, Miss Michelle, as well. Yes, it does. And remember, by you saying your vote doesn't count, so when they sign these bills that could pretty much be detrimental to the way you live, the way you cohabitate it with society, the way you live, don't even complain. Don't even complain because you haven't voted. And the reason why a young man's not voting is because the Planned Parenthood have destroyed the communities. It teaches our young ladies it's okay to have a child without a father, without a male role model in their life. That's what it's teaching them. That's the reason why our young men today feel helpless and frustrated fighting each other, because they don't see no values in themselves as a man. They don't see it. So it's very important for the father to be in that child life. Very important. And remember, y'all guys choose Red. Red is accepting the truth. That's what your guys choose. I'm your host, the infamous D Gutter, the entertainer. You can watch my videos on hashtag QuietStormandD or hashtag Truth Expose You to Clowns, or support our newest hashtag, which is hashtag QuietStorm. Hold on, stand corrected. Our newest hashtag, which is hashtag Black YouTube Rewind. The Black YouTubers is focusing on masculinity. Yes, you know what? This masculinity crap, don't get me wrong, I'm all for man rights, but that's the least of our problems. Right now, we have politicians in office signing bills, changing laws. That's the least of our worries. Remember, y'all chose red. By choosing red, you chose the truth. We have politicians right now in office changing laws by signing bills. My bad, I mean laws. Oh, no problem, Michelle. No problem. As we speak, and our young men in our community is not involved in politics. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Right now, they signing bills, the lobbyists, right now in Congress, lobby around Congress right now, making bills. They signing bills that could be detrimental to the way we live. All because we say our vote doesn't count, which it does. And like I said before, y'all guys chose red. So red, you want to hear the truth. Black men, we only 13% of the population. They don't need our votes. They don't. But if we collaborate with other races of men and stay on one agenda, we could make changes. So therefore, whoever be elected office could cater to our interests instead of everybody president. Don't worry about big booty Brenda and long week. Big booty Brenda with long week. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That is funny. But getting back to what I say. So we must collaborate with different men, different races, stay on one agenda, so when we do elect that president office, he could cater to our interests and saying and so he will not say he's everybody president. And I blame it on Planned Parenthood because it divides our community. It destroys our community. Which they know what they're doing. The system know what they're doing. They're doing it for a reason to change laws. They're doing it for a reason. Separate, divide the families so they could change laws. Remember the old saying? They know their biggest fear is the community unite together as one. That's their biggest, the system's biggest fear of the community unite together as one. By them separating the community, they could pretty much sign these new bills, and these laws could be detrimental to the way we live. And they wonder why people don't. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Pardon me, that text went up pretty kind of fast there. And like I said before, by you choosing red, you're choosing the truth. Now you're choosing the truth that you're accepting the truth. This is some red content. This is some red content that I'm putting out here. Again, I'm your host, the infamous D Gutter, the entertainer. You can find my videos on hashtag QuietStormandD or hashtag Truth Expose You to Clowns or go to our newest hashtag, which is hashtag Black YouTube Rewind. And I want to thank those from TikTok that coming right now to YouTube to pretty much support my content. I do appreciate that, and I'm gonna continue with more red content. I'm gonna continue with more red content because they ain't gonna pull the wolves over my eyes. They not. And if I'm waking up, I make sure us, man, we wake up together. We all got our time waking up. Some people wake up early, some people wake up later than others. But long the messages get out there and they waking up, my mission's complete. Y'all guys have a good Tuesday, and see you guys later.